Welcome back to Long Box Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the long box. And it is New Comic Book Day yet again. And finally, I've had a new comic book day that didn't break $50. It's been a while. Of course, I had to cut my pool down to like half, gone. Just some of the stuff, especially the XForce stuff, gone. All right, so let's go. We're gonna go over what I did get this week. Some of it looks really good. Some of it's new. Some of it looks fantastic. So let's go through that. So first off, I got Dark Knight's Metal number 5. This is the David Finch cover. Now, honestly, Dark Knight Metal is okay. It's just okay. It honestly, I don't think it's fantastic. Granted, Greg Capullo's art is great. That stuff is fantastic. That looks good. And I saw some of the pages that he premiered on Twitter. You can see he did this one. I think a couple other that he showed on Twitter. Something like this one right here. Where he was actually doing the art and drawing it out. So all that looks really good. But the story itself, it's getting to the point where it's becoming asinine. I don't particularly get it. I don't think it's really that good. The whole idea of using potential crises to defeat a god that is using crisis, and then all the tie-ins was just becoming annoying. So I have it. I did drop it off my pool because I don't want all the other extra one-shots anymore. I'm done with those. I will grab this off the shelf. I did grab the B cover. I think it's the B cover because it looked cool, like Finch. And I Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder. I think it reached way too far with this one, and I think he is not doing so good with it. I know it's not a popular opinion, but how I feel. All right. So the second one I got was Batman 103. Again, this is the B cover. So this is Tinian. These are this storyline has been fantastic. I'm really, really enjoying this. I like how we got through the Joker War. I like Clown Killer. I like him as a character. I like Batman kind of looking out for him. I think Harley's been written really well in this. I'm not sure who did this cover, but it looks great. And we're kind of reaching into Batman's past a little bit. And it's really kind of cool. We got Ghostmaker. I don't remember his name now, but he looks cool. He's like, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's a lot of backstory in here, and the art's great. So this has been going really well. I think Tinian on Batman has been fantastic. And now we've got Justice League 57. That looks great. This is also a B cover. This is a Death Metal tie-in, I believe. Philip Tan, I did this. All right. So this looks really cool. Now, my only problem here is I'm tired of Death Metal. So now I have a Justice League written by Williamson who is doing a really good job. And he writes these characters well. I just don't like the framing. I don't like the whole overarching story anymore. I'm bored. Bored. It's just not making any sense. So they're fighting an Omega Knight. They just walked through a Valley of Starros. Yeah, you see how this is kind of silly. And now they're teaming up with the villains, it looks like. I don't know for sure, but that's what it looks like to me. To defeat the Omega Knight, to defeat Perpetua. Yeah. I think so far the best thing I like about this comic is the cover. That looks really cool. All right. Then I got Teen Titans 47. Teen Titans 47. So we got Marcial Thompson is doing, Robbie Thompson is the writer. Javi Fernandez is the artist. The art here, it looks like we got a new artist. It looks a little bit different. And honestly, this one's getting dropped. It's not bad. It's not a bad book. It's not a bad story. I think the art is a little bit different. I'm not interested anymore. It hasn't kept my interest. It hasn't kept me going in it going, hey, this is cool. Robin quit the team, and at this point it's like, okay. So yeah, this got dropped, but it's not bad. It's just not for me. All right, now we have XForce This is the XForce edition of the XForce. Now, that cover looks really cool. We have his claws coming straight out. That looks cool. We have the sword with the reflection of the original X-Men. That looks cool. Dustin Weaver, Delgado. Percy Cassara, I like his art. Benjamin Percy's story is he always does a great job with his writing. The only problem, again, is now he's having to play within this XForce storyline, and he's having to follow a storyline that's not his, right? It's Hickman's. And the whole idea of what happened in the last, like Wolverine, which again was Benjamin Percy, and Arakoa is like kicking butt, and it was all weird stuff too. So it's not making a whole lot of sense. Maybe because I'm not reading all 22 issues of this, but it should be able to make sense from what I'm seeing, and it's not making sense. Like this one looks like they had a staring contest to see who won. See X-Men, and these guys are freaking standing there staring at a mirror, and and then this one is a spelling contest. So here they went and collected all these swords from all over the world and fought all these things. I mean, Storm literally stole from her husband. Wolverine went to hell, and he has to stare in a mirror and try not to cry. What? It doesn't make any sense. Why are we doing this? Why? This doesn't make sense. And I don't like it. I just don't like it. So, I mean, the art in here is great. I like Benjamin Percy's writing. I just don't like XForce. It is dumb. All right, I know it's not a popular opinion. I know people some like it, but I'm telling you now, this is a dumb storyline, and it needs to stop. And we got 5 more freaking issues. All right. So next is Venom 30. Donny Cates. All right. So this story has been really good. They went into it's an alternate universe where Eddie's kid is the bad guy, and he has made everybody wear a Venom costume. They all have symbiotes now. This is leading into the King in Black. I'm not sure how yet, but I know it. I mean, that's the next big thing that's coming, right? It looks cool. I hope they pull it off. They pulled off Maximum Carnage, I think, pretty well. We have, Scorpion in the new symbiote Venom armor or something like that. Virus armor. Now the art in here is only okay. It's not the best. It's not the best in my opinion. It's okay. The writing is solid. The writing is what makes this book. So hopefully this issue will continue along that vein. I know we're dealing with him and his kid. I thought there was a scene where he was looking through a mirror, and he's like, where's my father, or something like that. I can't find him. So we had some good moments. The young kid that came with Eddie Brock gets to meet his mom, which is cool. Yeah, there. So we have this scene. You see his face. He looks so sad. And the art. I mean, the artist did a good job at that. So hopefully the story will run well, and it'll be good. All right. Then I picked up Symbiote Spider-Man #1 King in Black. Of course, this is Peter David and Greg Land. The other symbiotes stories have been really pretty good. With kind of a throwback to Peter Parker wearing the original symbiote armor. The art in here is okay. It's not my favorite. Kind of got leanings toward the I can't remember the name, but I can see somebody else in this art. But so this is the symbiote. That's supposed to be the King in Black, something tie-in. I don't know, but we got some crazy monsters here. Look at that. Crazy monster. All right, so this looks pretty good. The other ones are pretty good. Peter David's been doing good stuff. So we got Kang, and Black Knight. So hopefully that turns out really well. Then we have Something is Killing the Children #12. I've seen little reviews on this saying we get to learn a little bit more about the monsters and a little bit more about the society. This story has been really good. It's had its up and down moments. Okay, granted, I've stayed with it, and overall, it's a good story. Overall, it's kind of crazy. They're killing monsters. Looks like she gets injured in this one. We got torn up bodies. again, the art is okay. It kind of fits the theme of the story, which is kind of a dark and gritty. So you kind of have a dark and gritty art in here, which is not bad. It works well. So we got that. Something is Killing Children, James Tynion, and of course he's doing really good on Batman, and he's doing really good on this one. All right, so one of my favorite books of the year, Once in Future. This is Once in Future 13. Kieran Gillian, Dan Mora, Tamara Bonvillain. Everything about this book has been great. The story is great. The art is great. The theme of the story is great. The colors are good. It's thematic. Sometimes I don't understand why the sky is pink all the time, but it doesn't really matter. It works. So last time we had Beowulf that showed up, and with Beowulf we had some other monsters that kind of came around. Grendel, Grendel's mommy showed up. So some interesting stuff. Grandma's killing things with a chainsaw. That was last issue. That was cool. And it looks like we have a oh-snap moment at the end of the book. So this should be interesting. If you like medieval stories and mythology from the King Arthur time periods and stuff like that, this is a book you definitely want to read. All right, and last we have X of Swords, Hellions edition, 18 of 22. All right, so that means we only got 4 more. It can't be finished soon enough. So Cable, X-Men, Excalibur. I'm not getting any of those. X of Swords Destruction #1. So I guess I'll get to see the finale. All right, so here's Hellions. Pretty interesting cover. Again, this is Zeb Wells, I believe, is writing this. Now, Zeb Wells and Cameron Carnero is the artist. The art has been pretty good in this. It's been solid, and the story was really good. Zeb Wells is doing a really good story with this. With them, Sinister's clones, and they went down there and had that was good stuff. Last week was kind of funny with some of the stuff they did, and going into the other world where they can die. And then in here, it looks like we're meeting up with the Locust Vile. I don't know who these guys are. The Sin-Blooded Scourge of Ameneth. Taran the Uncaring, Mother Rapture, Hex Butcher, Sickbird, Mudgear the Recanter, and Amino Fetus. That they look weird. I'm not going to show you. You're going to have to buy the book. They look weird. I don't know if they're new villains. I don't know if this is villains that have been around for a while, but they look freaky, and it looks like a real. Oh, all right. That's an interesting fight. Somebody just lost their hands. It looks like it might be Havoc. So. Looks like a great book. Something I'm definitely interested in reading. It's probably going to move up to one on the top of my list and my pull or to read this week. Oh man, that looks crazy. So, Hellions. Now again, he's operating within the realm of the story of Hickman, but this doesn't look like it has anything to do with the actual sword fights that they have. This is just kind of set in the other world. So it looks like it's more Zeb Wells' story than it does Hickman's story, and it looks actually interesting. Where over here in the X-Force, you have a Hickman story that Benjamin Percy's having to write, and it looks kind of ridiculous. Just my opinion. So that is our pull list for this week. A lot of books, not as many as normal, and some of them are actually getting dropped because it's just stupid. But others look great. So if you like this kind of content, just give me a like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time here in the Long Box.